Hello and welcome everyone, all my players here, everyone in chat. We are playing a Call of Cthulhu game, the Dread Carnival, set in Los Angeles in the year 2025. And a few housekeeping things in order before we start. Number one, this is not possible without the amazing 5% chance producers and tech jockey Erica and Curtis behind the scenes helping us run everything. And also a huge shout out and thank you to our partner for this mini series, Chaosium, who is the place to find all official Call of Cthulhu merchandise, TTRPG books, everything of that sort. Before we get started, I would like to introduce the people who also would truly not this entire show would not be possible without them, which is my four players here right below me, and we're going to start in opposite order that I think we did last time, starting with the bottom right on your screen, Scxrlet.
Oh, hi, I am Scxrlet. You can find me at Scxrlet64 here on Twitch, also on Instagram and TikTok, and the Scxrlet DM on YouTube. I make tons of TTRPG content, mostly D&D and Pathfinder, but now we got some Call of Cthulhu stuff going on. And some of you might know me for my dessert dragons, which I would love to announce that I finally started my Patreon for that. So if you want to get their stat blocks, that's where you could go. Patreon.com/Scxrlet64. That music caught me so off guard. But anyways, thank you so much. That's me.
All right. Hello, I'm Old World Charm. You can call me Charm. You can find me everywhere under Old World Charm, with the exception of, I think, Instagram, which is underscore Old World Charm underscore. Please, check me out. And if you love tabletop role playing games, I'm a professional dungeon master and constantly running games almost every night, at the very least 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're hanging out, don't have anything to do, we'd love to have you. And nerdy community recognizes nerdy community. If you are interested in voice audios, I have a Ko-Fi under Old World Charm where my dulcet tones of Frankie monologuing constantly. No, if you want that though, I'll do it. In any case, it's happy to have my friends here, and I'll pass it on to the amazing Jonathan, not to be mistaken with the comedian.
Hola, buenas tardes. So happy to be here and to be back for the first time with the group here. For those that don't know me by Jonathan, I am Latinos Against Spooky Shit. And you guys can find me on all platforms as Latinos Against Spooky Shit, where I teach you how to avoid los spookies. And lo and behold, here I am dealing with los spookies. So how the turntables. But I stream, I post, I make content, dabbling more into TTRPG stuff, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'm going to pass over to our sweetest, dearest, bestest, kindest, smallest, Chris.
Did you have to add in the smallest part? Anyway, hello, I am Chris, also known as Hamasamakun. That's HAMASAMAKUN, because no caption software ever has captured it accurately. But you could find me at all social media platforms under Hamasamakun. That's Twitch, that's Instagram, that's YouTube, that's TikTok. There's probably some other ones I'll make eventually, but those are the ones that I mostly focus on. I stream on Twitch as a fun little dude, playing Apex Legends and making memes, mostly making a fool of myself. I will be playing Rory Choi, everybody's favorite sad little brotherless guy. Love you. What am I'm any pronouns, if that helps. Do you guys know penguins have knees?
Can you say Hamasamakun again? Because what it translates to is like the homosexynomicon.
Homosexy.
I am homosexynomicon. I should have gone with that. Damn.
Funny enough, that's the next convention I'm going to.
Oh, perfect. Wait, without me? Hold on, let's
No,
send me the link.
you're the headliner.
I'm hosting it.
And on that note, so as a reminder, in case you just jumped in and you missed the content warning, this is a horror game, so I want to preface the game with some safety tool talk. Number one, all players, tech members, producers have been provided and given back to me consent sheets, and the cast is fully aware of the lines and veils in this game. At any time when my players or the people behind the screen can hit X, hit red in our chat, or verbally, and the scene will end and we will move on. For the audience, All of these games run just under 2 hours long, and they are recorded. So with that in mind, at any time, if the thematic elements are triggering or unnerving, please pause the stream, step away from it for a bit. You can always catch up later on 5% Chances YouTube or Twitch, where the VODs will be posted. Again, if you missed what the trigger warnings can be, they're not necessarily specific to this episode, but they're specific overall. Number 1, we got body horror, primal fears, spooky atmosphere, dead animals, harm to children, but only specifically the PCs, since my cast are all playing people under the age of 18, loss of player agency, disbelief in one another's experience, which is not to be confused with gaslighting, all types of carnival themes, including clowns, drug usage, adult language, and lasagna. Any questions from my players besides the last thing, which Jonathan is hearing for the first time? Nope. Okay. With that, we're going to start off on a little bit of a different foot. Just for the first few bits, I need all of my players except for Jonathan to either take off their headphones or deafen.
Oh no.
And I'll ping you guys in the chat when you can be brought back. Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
Isaí, ¿qué pasa?
Oh, ¿cómo están?
So, Isaí,
Mm.
your friends have been at the carnival for maybe a couple hours now, and you have just been dropped off via an Uber. Your family got very into their telenovelas, and you were able to slip out as your tias were drying their eyes, crying over what you swear they've watched this for the 5th time. You arrive and you are greeted by an entrance with arches that loom large, with festoon lights casting a welcoming light, even despite the sun beaming down in the early afternoon. A gentle breeze carries in the earthy scent of worn wood from the ticket booths and a mix of the far-off attractions, sweet, salty, smoky scents. As you approach, you get to a turnstile with just a downtrodden 15-year-old, just not. They've been here since 8 a.m. They don't get paid enough. Their mom begged them to take any job to just get out of the effing house. And you approach with a golden ticket in hand that you had received for free from your school, with the 15-year-olds just almost arm out as they see your feet approach but not looking up to you.
I hand the ticket over to him, and I'm kind of peeking around, just trying to get a scope for what's immediately after the little area there, and I just ask him, "Hey, how much are the games? Do we pay you? Do we pay them? How does that work?"
Oh, yeah. And he looks up at you. Tell us what you look like.
So Isaí Guerrero is tall. He even at a young age, he stands at 6 foot and still growing. He's on the husky side. He's got that nice comb over hair with the side shaved and that hard line. So he's always looking neat and dapper. Kind of messy just because it's casual. He's not really doing anything exciting, but just hanging out with friends. He's just wearing his hoodie, some khakis, sneakers, and he's got his backpack with him that he always carries around, where he keeps his taquis and his Vicks y todo lo demás que necesita. So he's just hanging out.
Okay. He kind of sifts behind his makeshift register, which is really just a wooden box, and pulls out a map, which you can find on the 5% Chance Discord. But he pulls out a map, and you see what's in front of you. You see, at least as for what you're looking for, you see penny arcades and a place not that far off from the entrance, a spot for carnival games.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're looking for games, those will be the two things. I mean, there's other stuff. There's House of Mirrors. He starts to say Love Boat Ride and kind of stops and looks behind you and sees you by yourself. A boat ride. Ferris Wheel, merry-go-round and stuff.
Sweet. I'm gonna take the map. I'm just kind of. Am I good to go in, or do you need me to? Do you need to stamp me?
Yeah, you're good. You're
Okay.
good. You can head on in.
Sweet. Hey, I hope your day gets better, man.
And just the tiniest little smile. Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Walk by him, map in hand, phone in the other. I'm texting the group, and I think last I had messaged was where they were at, and they had mentioned all I got was a Ferris wheel emoji, so I can only assume that that's where they're at.
No problem. You'll see the Ferris wheel. You'll get that they're at the Ferris wheel. And would you like to walk towards there?
Before that, because I do believe that I'd mentioned that I wanted to get some snacks before meeting up. I'm gonna go ahead and send popcorn emoji, a sodium emoji, the laugh emoji, and then a taco emoji, question mark.
Yeah, taco emoji. Okay.
And then I'm gonna head off to try to find some food and meet up with them when they get down from the Ferris wheel.
Okay. So you're walking towards the concession, and you, off just the side of your eye, make me a spot hidden check as you're walking in, and there's all this hustle and bustle around you.
I don't like that.
Everything's fine. Bully bean.
Okay. They lie, folks.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay, that's a pass. So as you're
Barely.
walking to the concession stand, you're down on your phone, you type. You look up for a moment to check the Ferris wheel, and you see someone walk past you, not that far off, maybe 5-10 feet, that looks like a spitting image of Frankie 30 years older.
As I'm walking by and as they've passed me, I do the double take, and I want to try to be not as obvious as I am, but it's a full on like just stop and turn and follow them for a second. And I just kind of think to myself, I was like, carnivals are weird, man. I wonder if he works here. And then I continue on, but I keep looking back behind me, just checking them out, just checking to see where they go until they're out of sight or until I lose them.
You turn back. He's not there. And as you shift your gaze around, like he was just walked past me 2 seconds ago, you shift and you see your friends approaching. And give me 1 second, I'm calling them back into the call. Oh. Charm. There you go. And you, again, Isaí, you turn your face back and you see your friends maybe 30 feet off from you, all kind of huddled into a group for a minute.
I do the very typical thing that my family does when trying to get every Latin family has a whistle, a family whistle that they do to identify each other in public, and I whistle at my group, at my friends, and I raise my hand trying to get their attention, and then I start jogging through the crowd to get to them.
I'd turn to face him, I guess.
I feel
I would say
like I
you
haven't
would,
noticed
Rory,
him
you would
yet.
know this whistle.
Yeah, no, 1000%. Just like actively searching now. Like I feel like Rory was in a state of like about to ask and then heard the whistle. I'm just like, oh.
Do you tell us that you see him? Because I'm still staring.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that I do.
Oh, you just walk away. I'm just like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Just like very awkwardly do like the sort of like Korean goodbye of like.
Just
Okay,
leave.
well, when you put it that way, I feel like I know that goodbye, and I would notice that
You-
you're walking away.
I know your culture. Anyway, I feel like you probably this is not the first time that Rory has like
Okay, I'm gonna pick
just
my
kind of
head up
wandered off. So like,
and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna see you, Isaí."
Yeah. I wave over it, and I think Rory, as you approach, I kind of just wrap an arm, around your shoulders, pull you in, kind of give you that side hug. It's like,
Very
¿Qué pasó,
solid, like, tense.
hermanito?
Dude, yes. I don't. Good. What's a proper response to that?
I mean, we've been over. You've taught me. I think hello is Jop Chang. I can't remember, but we've exchanged some pleasantries before.
We'll work on it. Not even
I'm
close,
getting
but
there.
we'll work on it. Yeah. You're getting there. You're doing better
It's the
than
pronunciation
Sam.
first, and then yeah.
It's not
yeah.
sayonara. Just
No, that's
No.
that's a different one.
yes.
It's actually
then-
pronounced BTS.
I think while we're having
He
this
says it
conversation,
with absolute sincerity.
I see. I'm kind of guiding, Rory back in with the rest of the crew so that we're all back together. And
it's
when
just
I see,
Frankie. Frankie just remained.
Yeah.
I think
What
I just
Frankie
What do we
staring
see when we walk up
at
to
a
Frankie?
locket.
back to
Just
Frankie.
staring deeply
Are-
into a locket.
Are you okay? Did you find out who it belongs to? Frankie?
Good, bud.
Yeah. Sorry,
Was it the inner monologue again?
No.
Did you actually figure out how to do that inside?
What? Stop, you guys. Oh, hey, I know you. And I run up and give Isaí a big hug.
I hug you back, and I'm like, dude, the weirdest thing. There's a guy that looks just like you, older though, like spitting image. I lost him in the crowd, but there's an older you here somewhere. I kind of teasingly, push him back a little bit.
Hey, spoiler alert. I don't know if I'm gonna live that long.
What?
Get it? Because never mind. How you doing?
I'm gonna have a awkward pause and realize that you were trying to make a joke and then go.
Just follow in suit with the very awkward courtesy chuckle.
Yeah, it's like a courtesy laugh. Like, oh, that was
real
that
laugh
was
hiding
funny.
fake laugh hiding real pain.
I just didn't hear you. My brain had to translate.
The world is. If I turn away from them, the world is full of
Christ.
hard-boiled eggs. But these people were 20 minutes in. Yeah, the hardest
doing
of
this
them
all night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you find out who the locket belongs to, or are you just gonna keep it?
Oh, honestly, I had a. Do you guys believe in bad dreams, but when you're awake? That
I
feeling.
think that's
mean
called a
school?
Like when you
hallucination.
space out
Hey.
and you
For
High
just
five, right?
and fantasize about the death of all the world in a glorious rapture, or
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah. You doing all right,
Oh.
Can we
Sam?
focus on Sam now?
look, you just
Listen,
like
are
nightmare.
we? Is this an intervention? Are we all just unpacking trauma while we're here? Because
My
I'm down to play
brother's-
arcade.
How an
and-
I mean, my
intervention
brother's
works.
dead.
I would
so-
love to play the arcade and
You
get as
don't
far
know that.
away from that Ferris wheel as possible.
So, arcade?
Let's play games.
Yeah, let's go
Let's
play
not
some
talk
games.
about things that make us sad anymore.
Did your parents give you money, Isaí, or was it just a Frankie thing?
Oh yeah, I got a $50 bill. It's got President Lady Gaga on it.
I
You know,
have my
that
phone.
that election was wild. You
It
know,
has
Insane.
a Venmo.
All I can say is I'm glad Kanye West and East lost.
I'm gonna riot.
What about
in real life.
Northwest? Do you think they'll run in the near future?
I don't see it. I don't think
Yeah.
they have a mind for politics.
Probably.
I don't think
Anyways, let's go
either
play
do
some
we.
games.
Let's play games. Yeah.
weird
I
friends.
want to play Thunder Gundam's prequel,
I
Lightning Gundam.
I want to play Half-Life 3.
How dare you?
That's not
make
out
that
yet.
joke. That hit me on a personal
just
level.
just one more year, Sam. Just one more year.
You mean Half-Life 1.5 or Life 1.5?
I'm gonna go play Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, dude, the new
Jonathan, did
Kingdom
you-
Hearts Resonance
Did
Awakening.
Isaí get
Hearts 5,
anything at the
Resident
concession
Awakening.
stand?
Yeah, Isaí would have gotten one of those little bags of the candied pecans and a
Mhm.
soda.
Okay.
I would have gotten an horchata, but I don't think that we have.
I
one of
love
those things here.
horchata.
There's kimchi at this
I
carnival.
mean, it's
and, like,
Los Angeles. The carnival definitely has horchata.
Actually,
That's
you know what? You're
want.
right. This is a. I'm
It's
getting my
2025.
horchata. Never mind. I'm getting
Horchata, let's
horchata.
go, man.
I'm getting my for sure.
Okay.
It's one of the big ones too, in just a generic
Uh-huh.
styrofoam cup.
Uh-huh. We have those where I live. It's not even a meme.
Styrofoam?
It's
Not even a
styrofoam.
meme.
Where they
No,
make styrofoam, right?
horchata. I'm from Arizona. Well, Scxrlet's from Arizona, which is essentially just cheaper LA. Yeah, horchata's the shit.
But
Yeah, but
with
I've got
the
my-
big gulp version of horchata and then some like a little bag of candies off,
It's
off on the other arm.
it's literally just a handful
Just
of
a
candies,
handful.
but a giant thing of horchata that I let anybody who wants a sip take a sip from.
I'll take a sip.
My lip gloss is
I just
getting
hold
off.
it. I just tilt it towards you so you can sip out of the straw because I know you're not gonna hold it.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys are walking. I mean, the Penny Arcade is only a few feet away. The three of you who rode the Ferris wheel earlier, you hear its grinding gears to the right of you as you kind of just skirt past it, off into this relatively small tent. You can see the area with the carnival games is taking up most of the vicinity, but the Penny Arcade has this small little tent and is just, you walk in and it is humming with electric energy. You have the whir of mechanical games, the plink of coins dropping to combine almost this nostalgic cadence. As you're walking in, despite the nostalgia of some of the carnival games that you saw beyond you as you were passing into this small tent, you see a bit more, I don't want to say current, but as close to modern as you're probably going to get. You see just these old arcade games of Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man. They even have this weird, like, wannabe pixelated Spyro box going on the right-hand corner, with just the ambient light from neon signs and vintage bulbs casting a light over the retro glow. And it's just fuming with people, old men from the age of 60, trying to have some relive their nostalgic days, decades and decades ago, to little children being held up by their parents, slamming down on these Mortal Kombat buttons. And one attendant off to the corner just exchanging, like, for $1, here's like a small rolled up stack of 2 stacks of 50 pennies.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
get some pennies so I can play some Gauntlet.
Yeah, first round's on me, guys. And I think I give it 20, and I'm like, I don't have anything smaller, so I apologize.
The thing about Isaí is he was like Christmas in July, always giving what we were all waiting for.
Don't mind. He
And the-
What
The
does
This is
girl
what
just
it means.
pushes up her glasses and kind of leans in, like she's got bifocals on for a 16-year-old, and leans in. Oh, Frankie, I remember you from history class.
History. Dames are
Is
always
this-
bringing it up.
Okay, and she just full body shifts a little bit
I'm
away
like,
from
Frankie,
Frankie because she has heard
you
this in
can't-
history class
You
before.
can't call
and
girls
she's
dames
looking-
anymore.
I don't think that's okay.
Frankie, we've got to
Is-
work on that.
Isaí, how many pennies? You just needed like $1 worth of pennies.
Do you
I figure
guys-
$1 each if you've got the change.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And she takes the 20, gives you back gives you back $16 and hands each of you 100 pennies
Oh,
in two
Christ.
50 penny stacks, like those
We're gonna
little
be here
rolled up
all
ones
night.
from the bank. And she's just here you guys go.
You know,
Thanks,
And
I
as-
appreciate that.
As she hands them, she just looks up, kind of over her bifocals. I hope you're having fun, Sam. Okay, and just in that awkward silence, just turns back to her
Sam?
phone.
Sam was phased out looking at Gauntlet and was not expecting her to address her directly. And she like heard Sam and then phased out and then was like, uh-huh. And sees her go, oh, yeah, I'll have lots of fun.
What
She's
is
just,
happening?
You can tell looking off. She's playing Angry Birds.
Am I in history class with her too?
She looks oddly familiar, but it might
I'm
just be
like
someone
a
that
little-
passes by in the hall. You don't
Hey,
really know who
I'm like,
she is.
she knows my name. What was her name again?
Just whips around at the sound of your voice. Me? Me? Oh, I'm Ashley.
Ashley.
We have history together. Did you know that
We-
Canada got rid of
Oh,
their pennies?
Lord.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
like,
Frankie.
What'd
I'm
they do
gonna-
with
I
them?
too.
Rory, stop.
I'm
You
gonna
know
take
better.
her in, just kind of. That was like, huh. Sam was not expecting that call out, and is like she was so like, Gauntlet. I wonder if I'm gonna get farther than the graveyard level this time, and then it was like,
Graveyard level.
it's fucking
Christ.
graveyard level. Yeah. So she's gonna like, Ashley. Okay, see you at school. I
And
waited
just,
for a
like-
sip of horchata. Can I? What is the Call of Cthulhu equivalent of rolling an insight check on somebody?
Ooh.
Roll me and where is it?
I want to know: is this girl flirting with me?
At first, I thought she was going to be flirting with Frankie, and I was like, "Oh, we're about to
Hey,
make
let's
she-
go.
wait,
Let's
does she-
switch gears immediately.
Does
She's
she
actually
think I'm a
flirting with
boy?
both.
Trying to cure Frankie with the 90 movie, a coming of age plot line.
You're beautiful.
Wait, does
Take
she
off your
think-
glasses.
Oh
Does she think
God.
Take
Sam's
off
a
your
boy?
glasses.
Because Sam's hair is
just-
in a tight ponytail. Like,
Yep.
She's like Steven Seagal.
Just
Okay.
roll me an intelligence check.
oh my gosh, this is gonna be wild. 54. My in is
I believe in you.
I
You got
didn't
this.
get a hard success, but I got a success.
Okay. She definitely looked flustered when she
In
looked
in
up
an
and
embarrassed, like in an excited fluster way, or in a oh my gosh, get
no,
away
and
from me.
excited. You can't be 100% for sure, but you think that she probably thinks you're pretty.
Nobody's ever thought I was
Just-
pretty before.
Just big enough.
I'm gonna just quickly, when this realization hits me, I'm gonna take my pennies and I'm gonna go, okay, see you later. And I'm going to march over to Gauntlet and try to unpack this sinful behavior that I kind of like.
Sinful behavior.
I'm just gonna kind of like
Right.
lean over to Isaí and just be like, "What was that all about?"
I don't know, but I think I'm gonna. Ashley, you should come hang out with us when you're done or when you get a break. We'll be
Do you
we'll
end
be here.
shift? How long do you work at the carnival?
All of you guys will be hanging out. I mean, you guys, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
And me-
see,
and me too.
no check needed, Isaí. You see her eyes kind of dart in between you and Sam, who's
Can-
walked away.
I need to remind Isaí really quick though. You do know that I used to hang out with your buddy Jason
Oh, yeah.
a lot. You know that. Okay, just making sure that
Oh, yeah,
that is part of this.
This is part of this
knowledge-
weird dynamic that we all have
Yes.
that binds
Yes.
us together.
We're supportive. We don't know what it's going towards, but
That's
we're supportive.
important
Right.
in this,
Mm.
but yeah,
We're-
okay.
Yeah, we can always use an extra body, you know.
And that I've
Uh,
never talked to anyone else that way since in the last 2 years or year or however long it's been.
been a while.
Does,
been a
Sorry,
while.
what were you saying?
does anyone want to join me for the baking simulator co-op mode, Time Crisis?
Sure. I've never played that before, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I need someone to help, prepare the herbs under duress.
I can never get past the part where they're just actively shooting at you while you're trying to flip crepes.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even gotten to that level.
Dude,
You're
these import
perfect.
games are wild.
I'm over
It's the
there.
Korean
like,
knockoff of Time Crisis. They
Yeah.
they saw Cooking
It's
Mama and
Hyme, Time Crisis. It's a baking simulator. We
Crisis
got
Mama.
this.
oh my god, Crisis Mama.
So what games are you? Are you guys walking to the same game? You're walking to separate games.
If anyone wants to follow me, that's their prerogative. I have
Um,
the
I'm
game
gonna
that I'm into.
follow Sam, and if she's playing Gauntlet, there's gotta be a Tekken somewhere in the vicinity.
I'm gonna, if you get close to me, I'm gonna grab you by your like collar and be like, "Hurry, grab the elf! I need help."
Yeah, I think I leave you at Gauntlet. I'm about to walk away, and then I just get yanked back by the shirt collar.
Yeah, I'm like,
No
come
martial
on."
art defense to her grab whatsoever.
No, none whatsoever. My guard is down because friends, right? I'm not expecting one to get me in a rear naked choke all of a
Fool.
sudden.
That's exactly when I get choked.
You, I think, are the only one of our crew that's bigger than me. Well, Rory's technically taller than me, but he walks like
He
this.
does the hunch.
And I walk like this because Sensei Derek tells us that if you walk up straight and strong, you show your confidence.
Waddling.
Waddling like a
Waddle?
penguin.
I'm gonna post up with you, and I'm gonna pick the dwarf, despite
Okay.
you telling me you need the elf.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm the most
So-
naked looking one.
We're
I
playing
can't remember
Time
who it
Crisis.
was.
we're playing Time Crisis, where it's it's like the controls are a gun and a pan, like a crepe pan, and to like we have to reload by like doing the flipping motion with the crepe pan as well as shoot the gun at the enemies. They'll try and interrupt your cooking.
I hate that I would play this.
Right?
I would 100% play this.
I would
It's like
So are
Harvest
all
Moon with
4 of
guns.
you- Are all 4 of you playing this game?
We're
are
playing
doing-
Gauntlet.
They went to go
Those
play
two-
something else.
Yeah, Rory and Frankie are playing Time Crisis, and Isaí and Sam are playing Gauntlet.
I think Rory was watching as like Isaí walked away and was like, "Oh, probably going towards Tekken," and like is now just kind of like every so often from the game, just like looking in that direction and just like waiting for the chance to like maybe play it with him specifically.
There's
But there's
4
also just, like-
slots. Up to 4 people can play Gauntlet.
Oh no, I meant Tekken.
Oh.
So
Fucking
really
Tekken.
quick, Rory and Frankie first, who are playing Time Crisis. Can you guys just roll me? And we're gonna do this a little homebrew-esque. What you're gonna do is 25 and under is an extreme success. 26 to 50 is going to be a hard success, and 51 to 75 is going to be a regular success. So each of you roll me a D1.
Hard
100 don't-
success.
Hard
Sorry.
success.
I got a
You're
wait, I got a heart.
Raging success.
Wait, which below 25 is raging, right? Or is that hard?
That's raging.
Raging is below
Sorry,
25.
raging success.
Oh,
Okay. And if I can get Isaí and Sam to do the same thing for Gauntlet.
Got the Sam.
meanwhile, Time Crisis
What-
says,
what were
"Get
the ranges
baked," as we
again?
put tokens in.
What were the ranges?
0 to 25. It's in 25 increments. 0 to 25 being an extreme success.
I got a 53, which is a regular success.
Regular.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't want to jump the gun here like some other players. Did you not want us to say it, or
Nope, you can say it now.
no? Good.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
You're
It's a hard success.
I was really excited about
Okay.
my 23.
You're good. So gonna go backwards again. Sam and Isaí, you guys are playing Gauntlet, and I'm not gonna try to be cool and act like I know what the hell this game was, but now I can see it's a Nintendo GameCube, and now I recognize it.
Pause. Nintendo
Oh.
GameCube is based on the arcade game because it was originally an
Oh,
arcade game, and GameCube ported it so that. And the first time Scxrlet played it was on GameCube, but it was actually the whole style of that gameplay is because it was an arcade game, and if you died, you had to put quarters in to keep going.
I would
So- I love
go
this.
to movie theaters like 2 hours early, drag my family there so I could play this.
Yeah. I freaking love Gauntlet. It was like
I would
the
keep my
ultimate
family 2
RPG.
hours late after a movie doing that.
Also
So
true.
Sam
You
and
guys have
Isaí,
families?
you
Oh my
guys.
god. Going home.
Okay, that one got me. Sam and Isaí, you guys are just duking it out on Gauntlet. You guys make it past level 1, level 2, level 3, and almost that anime bead of sweat, Isaí. Just you don't know if it's like they put a little extra chili in the candies that you got, and just maybe you didn't have enough water today. I don't know what's going on, but you are just sweating. And as you go to succeed and you hit that success on level 3, you guys see the black screen enter into a star before the lights fade out. And the game shuts off.
No, I'm tapping buttons. I'm up,
like,
down,
no,
left,
no, no,
right,
no, no,
A,
no,
B,
no, no,
start.
no. I go back behind it. I'm like wriggling the power chords, and I go.
And as you gasp in, you hear the familiar voice, Ashley, running up behind. Sam, is everything okay?
Ah!
Sorry, I didn't. What happened?
The game, it shut off.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Alex,
I'm gonna grab her by the shoulders. It's not your
Al-
fault. It's not your fault. All you do is exchange the money. Who do we talk to?
And this girl just stops breathing as you grab her shoulders and kind of.
I very loudly breathe, like to kick the reflex. And
I'm like shaking her. I'm like, what happened to the game?
And this poor girl, she just, as she inhales, as she realizes that she has stopped breathing, hearing you take that almost purposeful breath, Isaí. I'm sorry, Alex was on shift before, and Cotlin's been shutting down all day, and I'm really sorry. Here, and she reaches in and pulls out another 50 pennies, and as she's doing that, we're gonna cut right there. And Frankie and Rory, you guys are playing Time Crisis. And this is just too freaking easy. Like, as if you guys, it's Rory, it's almost like you're just getting, oh, of course this would be the next move this old freaking game would play. You're, as you and Frankie and Rory, you guys are duking out head to head. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Charm, Frankie, sorry, you make it to like level 15 before you go to throw that strawberry on top of that crepe when you're trying to dodge out of the way and you just get sliced. Right as you get sliced, Rory, you're able to drop your powdered sugar on top, and you see on your side of the screen success as Frankie, yours dies, and Rory, you get into the next level.
I'm running low on tokens. You're gonna have to go on without me.
We have so many more pennies you could be using, though, is the thing.
Oh.
Do you want me to keep going, or do you want to... I mean, you can just...
The next screen starts pulling up level 16. Rory, roll me one more... No, roll me a d6.
A d6? Oh.
I'm not going to tell you. Just roll me a d6.
God. Busting out all the dice tonight. 5.
5.
Age 5.
It almost is like, you don't know if maybe this level is just ironically easier, or maybe Frankie was slowing you down a little bit, but you are just a one-man sous chef, no need for anybody else. You are just getting the Nutella, getting the bananas, getting the strawberry, you fold the crepe perfectly, and because of that 5, within a nanosecond of time, by 0.02 seconds, you finish the level. And as you guys do that, and I'm going to bring the rest of you, because Sam and Isaí, you would hear this. You just hear a cacophony of just roaring circus noises, dings everywhere, as grand prize starts flashing above, as Rory, the game has asked you to please insert your name because you have just hit the top score of this game. And you all hear this as Ashley's shoulders are let go of.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I think
calling
once
everyone over.
I think once it
Rory
started,
did the savory sweet combo. He did the savory sweet combo.
Savory sweet combo. He got the powdered sugar. I think
like,
once it started making loud
oh.
noises, Rory just like dropped everything and is just like kind of like receded into himself a little bit as it's just like blinking at him.
I give him a big hug, which is weird for Frankie, but that hype and excitement of you being like, because Frankie watches his friends play, like as we established in the first episode, he's not as good as the others, and so he's like celebrating the victory, like he's living it.
Yeah,
Like,
Isaí comes over and he's like jumping, just hyping you up.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't know what's happening.
I'm
I was
just
like,
kind of
did
like
you break
looking
it?
over his shoulder, like just
Did you
taking it
break
all
it?
in.
And Ashley runs up behind you guys and just starts clapping, but is like looking at all of you. Ironically, we'll look at Sam for just a second, like just a couple seconds too long, but then back at Rory. Come with me, and she's gonna grab Rory you by the wrist if you allow it. You won't need a roll if you pull away.
I think he's still in a state of shock, so he probably would just like kind of go along and be like looking at the others, like,
I'm trailing behind, still
Yeah,
whooping
I'm
and
just
hollering
looking
and
at
slurping
Frankie
my
I
own
didn't put-
and
water.
Isaí, and I'm like, oh god, he got a
he's just like,
prize.
I didn't put my name in though.
Do you
I'll
want
put
to
it in
put your
for
name in
you.
before?
I'll put it in for him. Rory Choi.
Do
Okay,
you-
where are
do
the
you know how to
Korean
spell it?
characters? I'm like, where are the Korean characters on this thing? I learned how to spell your last name in Korean.
And
Love
she's
you
gonna
so much.
grab you by the wrist and take you back, like not even take you back that far. You guys are only like 30 feet away to there's a longer booth on the side that you guys almost didn't see tucked to that side that you guys were walking towards. And you have all of these, like a bunch of stereotype prizes. You have all these small little, like you have those sticky hands that you can put on one finger and all the way to like little kazoos, keychains with action figures, and then these huge, not as big as you see in the carnival game section usually, but like pretty big stuffed animals. And are you guys all following as she takes?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Charm. I'm just
Yes.
gonna say as a caveat, as you guys have walked up, you feel a vibration in your pocket.
I suspect it's the locket and not something weird.
The locket's
You
the
pull it
not weird
out.
option.
Yes.
You pull out the locket, and it's not vibrating. It was almost like just a moment vibration.
Hmm.
But when you pull it out, it faintly glows blue.
I would like to acknowledge lore, creepy vibes, whatever, let's see. I don't know, like spot hidden on it, or like see if there's something like a maybe an inscription in Elvish. You know?
There's
No,
some
no roll needed.
celestial.
Speak, friend, and enter.
The only thing you would know right now is that you haven't seen it glow when you had it out of your pocket earlier. That's it. You're opening it up, and everything looks the same. It glows for about 3 seconds, and then dissipates.
I'm just gonna say,
then glows
items
back,
glowing.
Dissipates.
Items glowing in 2025 is cause to be concerned.
In 2025, though, like
And
it's
a
just an
locket?
art that's sick RGB.
A locket. I would be like, what?
Pro gamer locket.
Maybe.
What's on the inside of the locket? I forgot. I apologize.
It was.
There's a blurry picture of somebody, right?
There was a picture of an empty photo booth.
Oh, that's right.
I'm gonna stay in character and just kind of go. Interesting. Very interesting. If only I'd let me out to help me with this clue. Let me out.
Rory,
Wear a
Rory.
glove. Whenever I get cold, I call him up.
Yes.
And then Ashley realizes she's holding your wrist and lets go. Sorry. And almost kind of just wipes her hand just for a second. Like, not in the I'm disgusted way, in the like I'm embarrassed that I did that way. Like,
I was about to say, I'm like, damn.
Yep.
Both went.
Yeah, what did you, and leaning back and looking at Sam, and coming back. What did you want? You won. I mean, you you got the highest record for the day, so you can really pick any one thing you wanted.
What? What? I'm so just my pick of the place, I guess. Just want any one
Yeah,
item.
any one of these. Like you can have the small things if you don't want to carry around like a big thing the whole day, or
He can pick anything in here.
Can I just take the
I
time
mean,
crisis
like
machine?
in this section,
Oh,
she's
oh.
just pointing at the prizes and like
Oh.
away from the actual arcade games.
That would be nuts.
I hate that you knew where I was going with this.
I'm
He
taking the
knows
time
you.
crisis game with me, actually. I think. I think Rory's not used to winning things, so he's just like, kind of like playing with the edges of his shirt, but will like look up and then kind of like look over at Isaí and. think
He's
he's-
fully like on the glass, like looking at all the things. Like, dude, they got the sticky hands.
This
They got one that goes on all 5 fingers, bro. You could
All
hit
5
5
fingers.
people with one slap.
I remember.
And then
the
there's like a
first time I got
genuine
slapped
chuckle.
in the
It's like
face.
just
I'm
kind of
like
watching.
glancing up in the corner with like the super high-end products that they obviously never give to anyone because they're worth like a bajillion tickets,
Yeah.
and I'm just
Is there a
like,
Yes,
Nintendo
Evan.
Switch in here?
yeah.
Switch.
No, not here.
No, it's a
Do they have a
Nintendo
Game Boy?
Switch too.
They have a vintage
Two.
Game Boy Color.
Sick.
Honestly, I
could
would
sell
take
that
the
on
Game Boy
eBay.
Color.
Just kind
Right?
of like,
That's some retro.
If it had
That's an
Pokemon,
antique.
literally any Pokemon, I would. I would.
man, I'm just
I
I'm
would
racking my
make
brain for
that
every
with my
carnival prize I've
friends.
ever seen. 'cause I'm like,
Isaí,
what
Yeah.
is
Isaí
on?
finally picks his head up and addresses Ashley. He's like, "Hey, Ashley, nice glasses, by the way. Are those new? I can't tell, but they're nice.
Oh,
Also, what's the most expensive thing here that we can get?
Rob, probably this. And she points down at the bottom left, where you see a Game Boy Color that's in the glass on the bottom left, but in like an encapsulated, you need a lock to get in.
I mean,
My dad told me about those things.
Isaí slowly just turns his head to Rory. He's like, "Do it.
That's
You have to do it."
that's so retro. That's like an
retro.
antique.
Finally, I agree with Sam on something. It's retro.
What?
Yeah,
we
that's-
agree all the
that's
time.
I thought you
Isaí.
guys were friends.
We are. You do, yeah, but like the energy
Give
drink
me that
thing. I keep
horchata.
telling you.
You
It-
guys
heart
hear
palpitations,
somebody
low sperm count.
scream off in the other part
I
of
don't
the
make
penny
sperm!
arcade and
What?
actually looks up really nervous, like, I'm gonna need to help them in a second. Did you want
I'll take the
the-
I'll take the Game Boy.
Okay, and she just pulls out 50 keys because for some reason carnivals entrust 16-year-olds with this many keys, and goes in, unlocks the first glass back in, and then goes into that box and pulls the Game Boy, like pristine box,
Can-
even.
Like an
Pulls it out.
OG.
Yeah, like an
OG Game
OG.
Oh lord, I'm gonna
and
make so much money on eBay.
takes it out and locks everything back up and holds it out to Rory and goes, if anything's wrong with it, if it doesn't work, just let me know. I gotta run the bye Sam. It was nice to see you. Bye Frankie. And
Do we
is gonna run
know
off
her?
unless you say something.
I know. No, she runs away. I'm like, do we know her?
I
Do I
think she
owe her
goes to-
money?
I don't think so. Do you owe people money? I think as like Rory is taking the Game Boy, he is like eyeing down this like very small plush in the corner that he actually really wanted, but decided to go with this instead.
Oh.
Wait,
And it's,
does Frankie see that?
it's
Did
probably
Frankie
not like
see-
super subtle or anything. The look that I get.
What is
no.
the
Yeah.
plush?
Fra-
like
though?
Frankie
activist-
is going to use
It-
locksmith to pick that lock and get it for him.
Oh.
It's this small cat plush that he saw like
Ryan.
on the.
We're
like
So
hanging
what
up
are you
right.
trying to steal?
plush?
Whatever Rory was looking at, which was a cat plush that he really wanted, because I saw
It's
both
really
our friends
big.
like hype him up
Yep.
to get the Game Boy, and I didn't say anything, and I saw him glance at what he really wanted, and
Okay.
Frankie's gonna get that for him.
Oh no.
So
Sam
this
is
is you
horrified.
can roll locksmith. 2 questions though. Number 1, this is going to be a hard success needed, but number 2, what are you using to do
The
this?
investigation kit I brought with me when we left from the house.
Yes, you did. Okay. Just so
That's
a
audience
thing,
knows.
like,
Yep, that is the thing.
Yes, he did. So
Y'all get items. I only have trauma.
hard success needed.
Hard success. Okay.
Can I
so
give him
that-
the equivalent of a help action?
You cannot
is that a
unless
thing?
Wait,
you can.
before he does that, I'm gonna look around and see if there are any other officials looking around. Like, who is Ashley the only one who could catch him?
Are we really about to
Frankie,
rob a
would you be
carnival?
waiting for Sam to do all this?
I wouldn't have done it stupidly. I was under the assumption that,
Okay.
that Ashley was the only person. Yeah, like her being
Okay.
The only
distracted was
attendant.
the opportunity.
Oh, are you gonna
whoever's
tell me to go
looking-
distract her?
Whoever's looking, roll me spot hidden. Because Ashley, you can look over and see Ashley is distracted, trying to help this one lady who's just yelling at her about another game being broken, and Ashley just profusely apologizing because it's her fault.
Nope.
Wait, see,
Spot
now-
hidden
so
is
bad.
really bad.
Yep.
I wish I dumped all my points into spot hidden. Looking back at character
Right,
creation.
just be like the person who's like the person to the
Yeah, because I didn't know that this skill was gonna come up so often.
Yes. Can I?
I mean,
push
more
this?
so
You
than
guys
firearm.
look around and you don't see anyone. Don't see anyone. You look off a little beyond Ashley because for this tent, there's gonna be those two exits on either side. On the exit nearest to you, there's no other worker. You don't see anyone really passing. Beyond Ashley, you do see another carnival worker, but they are not facing your direction at this time.
Okay.
Can I push
I'm
this?
so nervous.
You can push it. How are you pushing it? What are you doing differently?
Let's see. I would be. What am I doing differently? It's such a fun question to ask.
You break the glass.
Is it
I
is
get-
it in
I-
glass or is it like just hanging up on like on a
Yeah.
I was about to
It's-
say, like, I was
it's-
just looking up at the thing.
There's a separate keyed. No, so I was saying that when you were looking
the
down
plush?
at everything, it was off to. Or sorry, the plushie.
Yeah, the plushie is probably not.
So I already got the Game Boy. I got the
Lower-
actual
one
of the
like,
lower
valuable
tier
thing.
You
ones.
want to
Oh,
just
shit.
swipe it?
I think
Guys,
however as I
I can
noticed
just buy it for us.
yeah, as I noticed you guys like
because
real
you
money, like-
already rolled locksmith.
Right.
I'm gonna say that it's at least behind something. Like
Sure.
they're all
Oh,
kind
it's
of
one-
like a
chained to the spot.
display.
I
You
got
just-
those gates that sometimes they put over the
Mm.
plushes.
All right, then I'm gonna use the bolt cutters.
What?
Okay, pull out the bolt cutters, and it's gonna be a hard success needed again.
Okay.
She just works
oh.
here.
Wait, hold up. What is this?
I'm gonna lean over.
It's
Not
so hard
using the
success
bolt
is.
cutters on her knuckles.
Oh wait, not a regular success.
No,
right?
but
Regular
like,
success.
Oh, okay, never mind. I got a regular success.
oh Christ,
I'm gonna lean over to Sam.
we're not associated.
Sensei
with-
Derek is going to have our asses.
My parents are gonna have our asses.
Your parents always have your ass.
Yeah. I'm
I-
like so uncomfortable with the but I'm uncomfortable with this, but I'm also too nice to stop it. So I'm just gonna be like horchata now.
I I give you the horchata.
I'm like, oh, brain freeze.
I was like, it's all the ice at the bottom. It's all ice.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I know.
Rory's
You get-
not
you
at
get the
all
cinnamon?
involved in like crime happening, and is just
I-
like kind of looking at the box.
So,
It's like, guys,
Frankie,
it has 4 colors.
I'm gonna
so-
start rattling off facts about the Game Boy from like historical facts about the technology.
Wow, Frankie's pulling out the bolt cutters.
Look, I saw a
Christ.
Sizing up
documentary
the
once.
smaller bolt cutters, and I'm like, okay, I don't need the big
The
one.
chip that they used in this thing was like
So
groundbreaking.
for
at
the
time.
audience, Call of Cthulhu System 101 again, we have something called pushing, where if a player fails a roll, they can choose to push that roll. What the keeper will usually do is, like I did, ask, what are you doing differently? And mechanically, if you fail your push, it is GM's discretion what happens next. Because it's like a double fail. But, Frankie, you pull out the bolt cutters and flip it. no problem. You take the plush and you turn around and no one seems to see you. And as you go over to hand the plush to Rory, you feel your pocket vibrate again. And only you hear kind of this almost mechanical screech coming from behind Rory. And if you tip your head over, do you look past?
I do.
You see there's it's like this very old pixelated palm reader where they've asked you to you can see there's a place to put your hand, and there's this pixelated face of a very young woman in her 20s with pigtails hanging up, and her pixelated eyes just turn to you and they blink, and you hear in the side of your ear, "You shouldn't have that. But I know where you can find help." And that's it. You're in the midst of handing the plush to Rory.
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, Mario was so cool on the classic Game Boy.
Here you go, Rory.
What? Why did I already got the Game Boy though?
I know, but
What?
I don't. I saw you looking at this, and you know,
Oh.
if you don't get the prize you want, are you really a winner?
I don't know. I've never won anything before.
Wow, you
Well,
guys are both depressing me as I grab the plush.
that fortune reader game was talking to me, and in a strange, creepy way.
Yeah, it does that. Every time you walk by it, it's like, let me tell you your
Well, are you
fortune.
guys turning to look at it?
I turn,
Yeah, I'll look.
Okay.
because I don't think I noticed it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure you weren't just looking at Tekken?
That's
You guys turn and look at it, and there's no lady pixelated on the screen. Instead, there's a little like a physical wooden sign over it that says "Game out of order. See palm reader at Carnival Games." That Frankie was not there when you just looked. And on that, we're gonna take a quick break. So my
Good
players take a restroom break, stretch your legs,
Alright.
audience stretch your legs, get some water, eat a snack. I'm gonna say, just because we've gone a little bit over and I want to give you guys, I don't want to cut it too short, let's say about 7 minutes. Is that good with everyone?
It's a
Sweet.
weird
We
number.
will be back 7 minutes from now. Thank you, Chad, for hanging out. We'll be back very soon. Hello, and welcome back. We left off with Rory getting this lovely little cat plushie gifted to him by Frankie, as the group had just turned around, hearing what Frankie had said about what was a working game that seems to have an out of order sign in front of it.
Isai's gonna walk up to it because it's not very far behind us. It's like within 5-10 feet.
Yep.
I imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk over to it and look back at Frankie and be like, "This thing talk to you? It
yeah. It had the whole like pixelated, but it said that I'm not supposed to have something, and I could use help. Am I saying that right? I
Are
wanna
you
make sure
sure? Isai, I don't think they're gonna.
I'm grabbing the edges of it as you're talking, and I'm shaking it to see if I can get it to like
Is-
react.
No, stop doing
Maybe
that.
it just glitched. Maybe it just needs.
What?
I'm
So
looking
shaking it's gonna
behind
fix
it.
the problem?
See if
You
there's
shake
any
it and nothing happens
It's like a
except
baby.
the
You just
wooden,
gotta shake it
like
to
the
get it to
little
work.
That's
wooden
not how you-
chain that was out of order on it flips off and falls to the ground. And now I want to say, if you turn around, Ashley's not looking at you guys, but the families and other carnival goers in the Penny Arcade tent, a few of them are starting to look over at you, Isaí, as you've grabbed the game. and
Please stop
shaken
shaking
it.
the game. Stop
taking a
shaking the
step
game.
away from Seth.
I'm not like rocking it violently. I'm gonna leave it alone. Fine.
Is it like a vending machine? You just
Yeah. I'm trying to get a free reading. I'm gonna put a coin in it really quickly to see if it does anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you put the coin in,
Oh no.
coin falls back out.
Okay.
Nothing.
you said
Frankie,
the
are you
machine
sure it wasn't
said...
a different game? I'm like looking around to see if there could be any other ones nearby that are on and talking about weird, spooky shit.
No, I think it was talking about this locket that I picked up, and when I picked up, I saw some really weird stuff. And I'm not.
Maybe the owners came for it. I assumed that you were talking about this. I don't think you're supposed to. We could put it back.
I know I'm not all there, you guys, all the time.
No, oh no, it's so it's
When
okay.
Frankie says
Sure.
that, Isaí looks at the camera that doesn't exist, a la The Office.
And
The camera is Rory.
I know just because people in your life die doesn't mean it's always a mystery to solve. But
Huh?
I've got a weird feeling about this stuff right now, and I want to make sure you guys understand, just in case you don't. In case you don't.
Wait,
It's-
what do you need us to understand?
That something really freaky is happening that I don't know is real or not. And I think
Isaí-
it's this locket. I think if
I'm gonna
anything
look-
happens
I just-
to me, I just want you
Will
guys
I
to
was gonna
know
say,
it's-
like, can I...
it's
Yeah,
this
can we
locket.
take the locket and look at it?
Yeah, you take the locket, look at it, and you see the same thing as you guys did before. It's a small little gold heart with the inscription in cursive, "My love." You open it, you see the empty photo booth picture in there, and then I think it was a picture of your or Frankie's mother on the other side.
Is
In this locket?
We see it? Oh.
We
Yeah.
see his
Oh, yeah.
mom?
And you guys, two of you guys saw me pick it up on the ground,
Yeah, I saw that.
right?
Yeah, the locket's new to me, so I'm gonna let them look at it really quickly while I come over and I stand shoulder to shoulder with Frankie, but I put an arm around him and kind of pull him in and do the shoulder rub, and it's like, hey man, listen, whatever you got going on, like we'll figure it out, okay? You were there for me when I was at my worst and while I'm still trying to figure out things. So like, we got you, man.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I just don't want people to think I'm not there, because I am. I'm just too much there sometimes.
I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably just like a coincidence or something. Maybe your mom left it, like, maybe
There's
she's
no such
here.
thing as coincidences. Didn't Rory know?
I thought you were gonna say there's no
World
such thing
works
as your
in so
mother,
many
but that was gonna be...
different ways.
Do you
And when
bring
the world
this with
turns a
you? Did
cheek
you?
on the other way, you hit him with a lug wrench so
He's
hard
he's
it
gonna
makes
be
him
going on for a while.
succeed
Should we maybe like
and
Yeah,
find...
Okay.
You said that there was an older version of... Wait, sorry. Does Rory know? Wait, what happened to your dad again? I'm sorry. It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, so you guys know this because it's not like something that is danced around too much, except for around my mom. I don't let her like ruminate on it. But my character Frankie's dad
My brother
was a service member in the United States Armed Forces and died in a tour in we'll say the Middle East for the sake of relevance to this lore.
So, should we maybe text your mom, say that she lost a locket if she's around?
Yeah, I'll send her a picture and see what she has to say.
Does your mom normally keep a picture of an empty photo booth?
I don't. That's why I'm weirded out. I've never seen this before.
Maybe
don't
someone
know.
stole it and just
Can
put
I-
it in there.
Can I see that?
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, I handed it over.
Yeah.
hand it over.
Hang on,
Oh,
I'm gonna-
who's holding it? We're all holding it together.
I'm holding it now.
Or yeah.
Can I roll any sort of like an intel check or an education check to see if I remember seeing a photo booth here that looks like this one?
Oh, that's smart.
Roll an intelligence check because that'd be more of a memory if you saw it in passing.
Well, you do that. Is it the same photo booth that Sam has the pictures of on her vanity mirror?
Okay,
Raging
I'll get
success.
to you.
Oh.
Raging success.
Let's go.
And then Sam, roll me spot hidden.
Yeah, my
I'm
intel's 75.
so bad at spot hiddens. Look, I looked at this picture before I left
True.
the.
I believe in you, Sam.
Maybe
Oh,
the DC
it's a fail.
for a lot.
My
hidden.
spot
Okay,
hidden,
that's okay.
I have to get a 35.
Mine is a
yeah.
25.
I have a
Spot
35%.
25 for
hidden.
spot hidden, yeah.
Mine's
I should have
Okay.
respected into something better.
Yeah, I didn't know spot hidden was important.
Well, got mythology.
So, I'm gonna start with Isaí. Isaí, you, from what you did when you walked in, you walked past the concessions. You saw the bandstand and one of the picnic areas off to your left, the Ferris wheel, and right into the penny arcade. So you've only seen about a third of the carnival thus far off the map. And from what you can recall, I mean, you've seen lots of people taking selfies, but you haven't seen a proper photo booth.
Okay.
Sam, you swear you recognize it. If you look at the way the backdrop, it almost looks like you recognize that from the photos with Jason. You guys had walked into this photo booth and there wasn't an actual curtain behind you. It was this sad wallpaper from Home Depot that like somebody didn't even really, they try to like almost squish the paper a little bit to make it look like the actual curtain had been weathered or something. And you can't put your finger on it, but you swear it looks like that same like dingy wallpaper from before, which would have been from this carnival.
Huh. That's weird.
What is?
I say out loud. Oh, it just looks like the photo booth that me and Jason took pictures in a couple years ago. It was at
I mean,
this
this
carnival,
isn't-
actually.
I mean, it is like an annual thing. I
Yeah.
imagine there's probably a lot of photos like that. But how long ago did Frankie's dad die?
it was when I was very young. Like this would have been.
It's been a few years.
It's
Has
been
your
over
mom
10
been to this
years.
carnival?
Yeah.
No.
She ever mentioned she lost it?
I didn't even know she owned it.
I feel like we're overcomplicating things. I think we can just text her. Be like,
Yeah,
we found a locket. It's
Yeah,
yours,
maybe
probably.
maybe someone found it or stole it, or
Maybe it's just a really convincing stock photo.
yeah, of his mom. Wait, was your mom a stock model?
She's very pretty.
She is.
Mrs. Frankie's really nice. You guys should be respectful.
I am being respectful.
Calling her pretty is being
No,
respectful.
she is pretty. That's true.
Yeah, your mom's fine, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Frankie's
her.
mom has got it.
got it going on.
I join
Been
in
saying that for
with,
2
but
years.
like in harmony.
we all harmonize. I got the
We're
little
like
kazoo.
Yeah,
All right, we're on a B
we're like a
flat.
barbershop quartet.
Oh God.
just text your mom, Frankie. I feel like before
I
this
I
gets
send
any
text.
further.
Yeah. With a picture
Wouldn't you
of
send
the
her a
locket.
text?
And say, I found this here, and have the obvious reason with her own picture in the screenshot, and just kind of being like, is this yours?
I'm gonna be like mindlessly like poking buttons on the fortune teller thing while we wait. Just kind of like fidgeting with each of its moving parts.
I'm just looking
Maybe
at
that thing-
Isaí and just like, do I open the Game Boy or am I supposed to sell this on eBay?
I lock eyes with you as I put my hand over the Game Boy. I'm like, don't you fucking dare open this.
If you want to play a real Game Boy, I can show you how to download an emulator.
Frankie, can you make me a luck roll for the group?
Oh God.
Oh shit! All right.
For the
let's see.
group?
And we
Let's
all
see.
died.
The luck roll here.
The tent is a
My-
mimic.
my luck.
Oh
The
no!
Game
Oh,
Boy's
wait.
the mimic.
It doesn't have a number there
You don't have a number.
in my luck. No.
It
It's
should
blank.
be, it's at the, wait, what?
You should have a number.
Yeah, mine's a 75.
If
Mine's
you
70.
don't, then I'm gonna pass it off to Sam to make it, and then we can get you a luck number
no.
after.
Oh no! Okay.
Feel
here
like
we
I should
go.
roll.
Oh yes, I passed. Oh, I passed.
For everybody, you guys all at almost like this group spidey sense, you see Ashley is starting to come back at the corner of your eye, and Sam, you become Sam and Frankie, because this would have been Frankie's role. You two are very aware that this big plush that Rory has in his hands was stolen. And Ashley's walking back towards you.
I have a duffel bag. Can we shove it in my duffel bag?
I brought my backpack with me too.
Rory doesn't have nice things.
She's
Bring the
about
backpack
20
with
feet
the
away.
nice
If you
Is
want to
that-
do that, if you guys want to do that, you can. You're just gonna roll for it.
Or can you just put it behind your back and we can all square up?
I'm like 100 pounds soaking wet. I
Yeah,
just like
we-
hand it over back to
and
you.
if like I flank you and Isaí flanks you and you just hold it behind you, that's like 3 people wide. And you just
She's about 25 feet away now, walking.
Just
towards you,
distract
actually.
her while I run
She
off
got
or
further?
something. I don't know what the solution to this problem is. Maybe you
Uh,
don't steal
I-
things next time.
I'm going to gently push Sam in her direction, and then I'm going to just put my arms and be like, so as I was saying, do you ever hear the ones about the one-legged sous chef?
I'm gonna start laughing like and I look right at Ashley.
I'm opening my backpack
Aw.
and be like,
I
yeah, let's
just
put the
looked at
Game Boy
Isai
away.
and just
You know what, Frankie? Give me a charm roll,
We're nightmares.
How fitting.
Oh,
and
no.
it's gonna be a little contested because this is not how Sam has acted before.
I'm just
charm?
laughing.
Frankie or Sam has the charm roll?
Frankie
Yeah.
has the charm roll.
Where would I?
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
no.
I'm just like
so
it's
if
a
I don't
courtesy
have
laugh, but it's
anything-
so loud.
in it. If I don't have.
If it doesn't have anything in it, then you're trying to get 15 and under.
Okay. All right. Nope.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Ashley
that's
looks at
imperative
both
for
of you
me.
guys, and Sam and Frankie, you see her look over you guys' shoulder, and she sees Isaí shoving the plushie in. And she just kind of like at the end of Sam laughing sighs. You guys should just leave the arcade before.
How
somebody
much should I
finds out.
Venmo you? I can buy it. I can buy it. I can buy it. Ashley, let me buy
you
it,
guys,
please.
You guys should just leave.
We'll leave, but can I please
Before-
buy it?
That's
Ah.
not gonna cover. I have to change
Co-
the inventory.
Cover. It's a plushie. It's probably worth $5. I'll give you $50.
No, it's in the inventory.
I'll
People
give you
can't just-
$100.
Can we
I
give
think-
it back?
I think,
He can give it back.
yeah, Isai at this point is like, listen, we thought we could buy it, and we didn't think it'd be a big deal because, you know, like you can usually buy these things, and we just thought, oh, that's why we've been waiting here. We're gonna wait for you to come back. We're gonna be like, hey, Ashley, we really want to buy this. We thought it was just like an equal exchange thing, but if we can't, more than happy to leave it. We don't want you to get in trouble for missing
So,
inventory.
are you trying to charm, fast talk, or persuade yourself out of this?
Whoa.
This would
Mhm.
absolutely be a.
Because it sounded like fast talk a bit.
What
It-
is the
it would
difference
be fast talk.
between
Fast talk
charm-
would be
Oh
between
my
certain.
god, zero.
It would be fast talk.
Scarlet, what was the question you asked? Between
I-
what and what?
all
Apologies.
those things you just said sound kind of
Yeah.
like the same way different ways to say the same thing.
Right.
So it's very roleplay
Charisma.
based. So for
Ah.
example, if you were going to say you were trying to charm someone, there's a difference between kind of like manipulation is very persuasion based. Charming is in and of itself, you're trying to get someone in your good graces by being kind and complimenting. And fast talk is exactly how Isaí started that, talking very quickly and just trying to run someone's brain out a bit. Just be like,
Okay.
hey, just
Which is what I do IRL. So
Okay.
Oh,
so
going with
I,
fast
I
talk.
would have had a better chance charming because she seems to like me.
yes.
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
we you fucked that up when you did the whole.
I was just trying to laugh at his joke because it was a courtesy laugh and
Okay.
Laugh a little better, like
Taco.
Look, I was doing the Titus laugh from Final Fantasy X.
Oh, God.
That is,
We deserve
the Final Fantasy
everything
X. I
that
was
we
gonna make
get.
that reference, but I didn't know if anybody was gonna get it.
That's what you
Um,
get for following Final
that
Fantasy
is a
X.
bare success,
Bear success.
just by
she's
one.
she's oh gosh.
Yeah.
Uneasily, facially very your emotions are on her face, showing unease. She just takes a step towards you, kind of like away from Sam, and just under her breath. Loud enough that Sam, Frankie, Rory, you guys can kind of catch every other word. But Isaí, you hear just it'll make Rory happy, and I've just had a bad day, and I don't want to deal with all of this. Can you guys just he can have it. It's not a big deal. Just
Oh, I feel like shit now.
I think
if you give it back, I don't have anything to tie it up again, and so they're gonna ask questions. If
Oh my gosh, we just
you
booked
guys
our
should,
birthday.
can you guys just take it?
Hey, what's your
Please.
favorite food at the food
my God.
court? We can get you something.
And she looks past your shoulder, past the entrance that you guys had walked in, and if any of you were to turn and go look, you would see the person, Frankie, that you had seen before looking away, obviously like could be her boss, like an older person, early 20s.
Said it ended in disaster. She will never shoplift again.
I think
Quick-
Rory's just
oh.
like. Oh.
We're
Something
good,
happened.
we're good, keep going.
I think.
It was an ad.
Oh. I think Rory is lingering a bit as like his friends are profusely apologizing and is absolutely internalizing this is his fault.
I scoop Rory, or I slide my arm around his shoulder, and I'm like, just walk and talk. I'm
Well,
gonna
please,
do a thing.
everyone.
And I'm like, all right, let's go get some food. Let's get some snacks.
Let's go get some kimchi pancakes.
kimchi.
Kimchi.
It's good for the girly health. Oh, yeah.
On my
That's a-
way out though,
Girly health?
are we within like
Girl dinner.
girl dinner?
It's good for
Uh,
the pH
Would we
values
would
of.
we be walking by the boss guy?
No, you got the nearest entrance exit is the like the one closest to you. He's the superintendent of the Penny Arcade. Is
Whatever. I'm
walking
gonna-
up with some figure.
Fucking Jonathan.
If you want to go past him, you're gonna go the opposite way.
I'm
Christ.
gonna look to you three and be like, hey, y'all start heading out. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. And I'm
Please
gonna
stay out of
go to
trouble.
him.
Oh lord.
Okay.
Do you need
I,
these? And I hand him wire cutters.
Oh, stop! Put your.
Is he
put it
are
away.
you handing me wire cutters or Rory?
I
You,
say,
I
"Do
think
you
you're
need
leaving.
these?" And I offer wire cutters.
No. What? No. Stop.
Where
stop.
did you get these?
Every detective has wire cutters, rookie.
That's not an answer.
I go to the boss man and I'm kind of like, hey, excuse me, sorry, really quickly, what's your name? I apologize.
It's on his name tag.
It's yeah, he literally was like it's
Terrence.
So I don't want to be rude and just call somebody by name without introduction. It's a whole thing, but just want to say, hey, love the arcade, absolutely love this. Ashley's an
Cool.
absolute charm.
Yeah, she's cool. And it clicks that you're talking about the girl who works here. He's
Yeah,
I
looking
kinda
around
put-
like, oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
cool.
No, she's great. Really quickly, I messed up earlier by accident. They were showing me some of the prizes, and I grabbed one that I thought I wanted, and I accidentally broke the little connector thing on it. I just wanted to let you know it was on me. Totally my fault. She's been nothing but great. So,
Oh.
just want to make you aware. You know, that way she doesn't get the bad end of that deal. So, you know, if I need to pay for it,
Yay.
more than happy to.
And are you trying to charm or persuade or fast talk?
Fast talk, 100%.
Okay, go for it.
I want to push.
You can.
Don't
How?
do
What?
what?
How are you?
We got off
pushing it?
scot free, man.
So I'll say that you rolled, and he is almost caught aback by how quickly you're talking, and is just like, "This is a lot."
Yeah.
So you can see that that's his initial reaction. So how are you pushing this?
I'm gonna push by taking out. It's not a lot of money, but like my wallet, and I'm gonna open it, and there's just like 2 20s and a 50 in there, and I'm just be like, honestly, whatever you think is fair, because I definitely want to make right by you guys.
Roll me persuade.
I push with good hard capitalism.
Good hard.
Push with a winning smile and sheer gumption.
That's a success.
Just
Oh,
regular
God.
success?
That's just a regular success, but it's a
Regular
goddamn
success?
success, and I will take
It's
it.
a success. He looks at you, and with this change of tone, almost this humility in your voice, as you're just like guy to guy, and he looks at you and just puts a hand on your pats your shoulder for a second, goes, "You're all good. You don't owe me anything. Just you and your friends." And he nods behind to see the three others off outside the exit. Maybe just stay out of the arcade the rest of the day. Yeah.
That's fine. Again, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool, good talk. And she smacks your shoulder and like walks past you
Okay.
over to Ashley.
Like, hi, Ashley. And I kind of thumbs up and wink and skedaddle out of there.
Yep. Yep.
They say that he
You
was
catch
a
your
lady
friends outside.
killer. I say he
You've
was a
been
man
monologuing the
killer.
whole time.
I say he was a man killer, and it's a good thing I ain't either.
I'm gonna start beatboxing every time you monologue, but it's gonna
Rory.
be bad beatboxing.
Can you? please
Rory's
give us
like
a sample?
sulking a little bit, but is also like kind of amused. Just like,
I catch up and I'm like, all right, so good news, we're good. Better news, Ashley's good. Worse news, we're not allowed back in there. Horchata? And then I start walking back towards the food concession.
Yeah, let's go
Or-
to the food.
Rory
So
looks
you
over at
guys-
the Tekken machine and then just walks away.
So are you
Solid.
guys turning around? So you would have entered from the entrance/exit that was facing the concessions, but when you left the tent, you are now on the other side with in front of you the carnival games, like directly in front of you. So are you guys turning back around, or?
I mean, we could just try to win another one. I might be good at these games too. Who
Yeah, let's
knows?
play something here, and then if we get hungry, we can loop around.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I still have
So,
kimchi pancakes.
I have
for
granola
breakfast if
bars and
anybody
I
wants.
lift up my backpack or my
I have like a
duffel
loose
bag.
baggie of like kimchi pancakes that are like crushed.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
you
cookies.
never
That's
covered
right.
those kimchi pancakes.
I have
They're
cookies.
just like lint
My
now.
mom
Yeah.
made cookies. They're floating loose.
So you guys are walking into the. You guys have walked
did.
basically into the carnival game area. Very capitalist-minded setup where you walk into the penny arcade and exit to another place you can pay to play. But there's an electric atmosphere of excitement and challenge surrounding you. You hear a shout of young, like 16-year-olds patting their games.
You're 16.
Like screams of excitement, of victory. You hear children just wailing because their mother won't pay for another round of the ring toss. But in front of you, you see most games you can think of. You see a ring toss on one side, a rather large duck pond than what you guys have seen in past carnivals, a ball in the bucket, whack-a-mole, shooting gallery, basketball toss, all the way to even small things like a ladder climb or coin tosses.
I look for the dart game with the balloons.
Okay.
I want to see
If you look off the whack,
the strength tester.
the strength tester. Okay. What else you guys? Or are Rory and Frankie? What are you guys looking for?
I think I'm just following after Isaí, just like
Okay.
wordlessly.
I keep trying to hype him up, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get you that plush, okay?
It's
Like, we're gonna find one. It's gonna
honestly
be better.
It's honestly fine. It does.
I
It
bet
doesn't.
you we could find
I-
it on Amazon.
It's not.
I got
It's
the
not the point.
I'm
It's
gonna
not the
pull up
same if
my
you don't win it.
phone.
Frankie, you've got me on that one. If you don't win it, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I did a
Well,
bad.
then the last one we're sad about wouldn't have counted.
I wanted
I still got the Game Boy.
because the game was stuck to something and it needed to be freed. but he needed to win it, and I should have handed him the wire cutters.
What?
What?
That's not how that works, Frankie.
It's a
Like at
matter
all.
of honor.
You stole something.
93% of crimes are happening at any given time.
You keep
That's
saying that every
not a
time that
That
it's
is
statistic.
a weird statistic. 100% of crimes are happening at any given time.
I feel like that's
I've
also
become-
not true.
Yeah,
become
that's
my
also wrong.
score.
Frankie, 70%
All
of the
the
time you're right all
crimes
the
are
time.
happening at any given
Well,
time.
no, like-
Say,
Yeah,
your
but
friends
100% of crimes
monologuing.
implies that it's
Hold on.
every single crime.
Yeah,
As we're like walking
Every
over to
single
the
crime is
dart thing.
happening at any
Yep.
given time.
What do I do to solve this puzzle?
That implies that at any given point somebody's committing both tax evasion and or murder.
Yeah,
Wesley
right
Snipes
now,
I feel
is a
like
perfect
at this
example.
moment, a bunch of people
Okay,
got
but-
murdered and a bunch of people committed tax evasion. Right now.
Well, this has been a
Speaking
very
of
tragic
evasion,
moment.
And this 16-year-old kid just jumps in front of you with a dart in hand. Speaking of evasion, these balloons can evade literally any dart that is thrown. Would you like to test your luck?
How
I
much?
bet you
And this
I
is
can
gonna
thought
this
this
is
was a
gonna
skill
be a
game.
Isaí.
How much does it cost?
$1 for one or 4 for 5 darts.
Oh, damn. I'll miss the penny arcade. It was so much cheaper.
I give him a 5.
Okay, step right up, and this kid's like full of life. Probably just started his shift, like standing. This kid hasn't gone through his growth spurt yet, and that's what he keeps telling his mother.
Oh.
Standing at like 5'2",
Oh.
this little kid steps aside, and all of you guys can see the tiny little boy. He's got all of the same prizes that you like, a bunch of the same things like the sticky hands, but this one's got like little tiny like it almost looks like Tamagotchis that haven't been used in centuries.
Oh, they're dead.
Almost so you can see like the dust
They're, like-
on them, and you can see all of these huge plushies. One of the plushies in particular being the same exact plushie that Rory was looking at before, but about 3 times as big.
The
Small
Lord works in mysterious ways.
small man, small child, kid.
Oh, man.
Are you my
I feel like
age?
it's just very derogative to call him small.
I glance over at Rory.
young?
No, I am all of 16 and 3/4. My birthday is about to be on the way. You guys
Oh,
can call me
Nice.
Cristiano.
He's
Oh
older
shit,
than
Cristiano,
I am.
dope. And I go to fist bump him. Sweet.
Was
bro.
that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
I
no.
call
we're-
you
we're
Chris
cool.
for short?
Wait, do I know you?
No, but I'm.
Oh.
I don't
almost
know.
17, bro. Like
what's
that's
the
a reason
name
to
of our high
celebrate.
school?
Oh yeah. And he
Yeah.
like leans back and folds his arms, like yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
I get my license soon. It's no big deal.
Don't
Have
they
you
usually
had
hit
your
puberty by
Sierra?
now?
What do I,
I
need
think that's
to
a
win
little
that
mean.
plush?
You need to get. You got the 5. You need to get at least 3 balloons. Which, good luck. No one has done it yet before, but people have done it in the past. And you hear under his breath, maybe like 5 years ago. But yeah,
What is it?
I
Done it.
are
Sam's
these
been
balloons
Googling
like
on Amazon.
tightly?
no, they're
stacked or-
pretty loose, like
Okay, never mind then.
loosey-goosey.
I was
Are
gonna
they like
fucking...
foil slicked?
You can't tell.
Ooh.
Hmm.
They're
and
oil slicked.
Isaiah Isaí doesn't think about that, so he just starts taking aim, and he's just gonna start trying to pop him.
So we are going to have
Remember our
Sanity
shuriken
check. It's
training.
like, what?
The shuriken
no
training.
sanity check.
Whoops.
We are going to do a dex roll for these guys.
Hmm.
And wow, and we're gonna roll them one by one.
Okay.
So before you do that, I'll say, Frankie, you get a buzz on your phone
Okay.
from your mother.
Oh, good.
And it just says, where did you find that?
On the ground here at the Dread Carnival.
Okay. Isaí, if you can roll me your first dart as you bring your arm back, looking at Rory with just the pain of loss, as if he isn't over grieving his brother already. Now, yet
You've
another
never seen
thing in
him
life
look
has
more
been
hurt.
Taken away again.
Looks like his brother just died again.
God.
First one is a success, just a regular.
you see the balloon pop, and this 17-year-old kid just, you see his eyes light up for, almost 17, his eyes light up for a second as he goes back to leaning up against the pole. Yeah, okay, one is pretty good, but you know, the second one's always the hardest. Roll me number 2.
That is a raging success.
Ooh.
You
My
pop
boy.
that balloon, and for a second, it doesn't even sink into the backboard. You throw it, it hits it, and almost turns. And for a split second, you think that the tail end is gonna get the third one, just off of the edge, but it hits the balloon to the side and falls off. And now 17-year-old's like sitting up a little straighter. Okay, I mean, yeah, I've seen a couple people do that today. It's no big deal.
I'm gonna try. Oh, go ahead.
Guys.
No, go for it.
What
I was
of
gonna say, I'm gonna try to be
ours?
cool. For narrative purposes, be like, I got this. I'm gonna cover my eyes. I'm gonna roll it as a push right off the bat.
So, roll as you throw it. This is gonna be an extreme. It's not even a push. This is extreme.
Raging.
Oh no, what have you
Come
done?
on.
Protect. I can do it. I can do
You're
it.
not Mike Tyson.
I can do it.
You have like 4 darts.
I still, yeah, I still got.
You got a few more.
I got 3 left. I shit you not.
What?
That is 5.
Oh!
What?
My boy.
You, before you close
Good
your eyes,
roll.
you almost just throw. You're doing like a Henry Cavill, like you just lock and
arm
load
cock.
those arms really quick. You look off to the side, looking at Sam, Frankie, with just this unbridled,
I lock eyes with
horchata-filled
Rory.
confidence.
It's all eyes on Rory.
You look at Rory before you turn, like you just cover the side of your face, looking at Rory as you throw it, and not even the side of it, dead center. It explodes so hard. One of the pieces ricochets off as it explodes, and Isaí, you see Rory's face turn back to you, eyes wide, as you take your hand down and you see that you didn't hit one, but the ricochet of the plastic itself hit the balloon next to it, and in one go, you have broken 4 in total. And so instead of just hitting your third, you hit the 4. And this 16 and 3/4-year-old guy just, and he runs up to you and shakes your arms. I am so, and he just starts, you see him run off for a second to the booth next to him, the other dart balloon next to him, as he's yelling at the person, you look at this guy, look at him, and he comes back, hands on his knees.
So breathe in. In for 3, out for 5. In for 3, out for 5. There you go. There you go.
You could have anything. I mean, if you could have one of the big ones, but I mean that was so cool. You could have one of the small ones too, if you wanted. As he's pointing towards like the kind of dirt Tamagotchis, like the dirty Tamagotchis, but sticky hands,
The
but
ones that
also
come with
waving
Geiger
at.
counters.
I kind of
Waving
side
at
eye the
Bobby.
Tamagotchis, and for a second, I'm like, oh, I want a Tamagotchi. No.
The Tamagotchis are in the small winnings.
Yeah, but I'm like, no. And I just reach my hands out to the big plush that we wanted. I'm like, give me that one.
This one, the cat.
I look at Rory and I'm like, that one?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, of course. And he has to get on this little ladder that he is like shaking with excitement. That like as he's putting the ladder up, you hear it like against the
little rattle.
cardboard, the backboard for a second. As he climbs up, pulls it down, and hands it off to you guys. Yes, this has never happened. This hasn't happened in years. Can I get a photo with all of you for the high scores?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like
What?
push Isaí into position and like straighten out his shirt.
You don't need a picture of us, just him, right?
Yeah.
Well, you
this
guys are
is your
getting.
wedding.
Hey, it's karate club.
Oh,
come on.
everybody! It's
That's
a
how we're
cat.
Oh, yes.
Little tigers.
Okay. And he pulls out this Polaroid camera, like a pretty big one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Possum.
Awesome.
Yeah, possum. And you see the flash of light as he's got that. And he goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna throw it." He pulls out a drawer, puts the Polaroid in, and closes it. It'll be up on the board in no time. If you guys want to come back and look at the photo, and I can even take a photo of you guys with the photo. Oh, this is so cool. What was your name?
Isaí.
Isaí, pleasure to meet, and just gives him like a shake hug, like a pat on the back. Again, Cristiano, this was so cool. Oh, my day is made. Oh, yeah, I think I need to go get some water. And
that.
shit, he reaches into his pocket. He kind of turns around for a second away from you, but you can hear the of an inhaler as he stuffs something back in his pocket and turns back around. You guys are awesome. If you guys, I mean, I can get you guys free hot dogs later today if you want. I know it's like 5 o'clock right now. You know, if you guys get bored or something, I'll be taking my break at the. Anyways, I won't bore you guys. I hope you have a great
find
day
you.
at Carnival.
We'll come find you.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. And hey, happy almost birthday.
Thank you. As he like runs off.
He's like really excited.
Good, I like him. He's nice.
He's more hyped than
Does he go to
you were
school with
about
us?
that. I don't know.
I
I don't
don't
recognize him.
recognize him.
Do I recognize
I
him?
don't think he's really 16. I don't think he's hit puberty yet.
What is with you today?
I'm not
If
being
you would-
mean. I'm being honest. I think he made that up.
He made up his age?
Yeah, kids do that all the time
It's not
to
like he's
seem
trying
cooler.
to drink with us.
That is a fair point.
Yeah.
Age is kind of nebulous up until like
Yeah,
you don't really. There aren't like legal. I guess
No, but
if you
I
wanted
feel
to
like
drive.
in order to sound cooler, kids would like say they're older to like fit in.
The carny. Like,
I know. I'm just saying.
there's not a lot you can say to be cool.
Cool is kind of relative when you're in a carnival. Yeah.
It's also subjective.
I don't
'Cause
think
we're
he's a
in karate
carny. I
club.
think he's
We're
just
cool.
a student who has a summer job.
We are something.
Oh.
Are we friends with other karate clubs?
No, there are mortal enemies.
Yeah, every other karate
The Red
club.
Dragon Studio will never be forgiven for their transgressions.
Yeah.
Spice Girls Dojo is going down.
Yeah.
Arnie
Fuck those
had a
bitches.
tattoo of a red dragon. Now,
Okay.
probably really. I mean, it would make sense for a 16-year-old carnival worker to have a tattoo, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Listen,
parents
Buff
would kill me
Spice,
if I got a
Whooping
tattoo.
their ass next time I see them.
I'm gonna fucking jeez.
Guess we could get some free hot dogs though.
I don't want to take
Why would we
advantage
do-
of the kid. I can pay for the hot dogs.
It's not
it's fine.
taking advantage. He offered. He seemed
He
really
offered.
excited that you won. Like
Okay,
he took
was
it
gonna
like a
steal them for us.
person.
I'm gonna start
I
walking.
don't want
looking
to
at
steal
other
anymore, guys.
Pretty neat.
So you guys walk away from the booth. Isaí, you didn't even throw the last two. Yeah, you
Just on
still
the
hit
table.
4 balloons, and you are just riding again this horchata-filled confidence. The winnings, Frankie
gonna call
and
it from here on
Sam.
out.
Horchata confidence. You guys are all walking here as a group. Rory holding this massive
Did
plushie.
you hand it to him or did you just grab it?
I handed it to you. Oh, for sure.
Oh.
Did you,
Yeah,
you
I didn't.
give
I didn't
back
get
the
it for me.
last
I got it
dart.
for you.
No, I know, but did I?
You still have the darts too.
Oh, yeah, I'm
you
taking the
stole
dart
their
too.
darts.
Those darts are gonna come
My-
in handy later.
Those are gonna save our fucking lives.
I'm taking them with
Yeah.
me, not because I like it, with the intent to steal them, just because I forgot about them and I had them in hand.
Yeah.
and with the
Absolute
whole-
hype.
Yeah. You're just
My
gonna hold on to
question
them.
though is, did Rory clock you eyeing the Tamagotchi?
Yeah, I wasn't exactly shy about it. I think I would have looked at like generally like in the case just to scope it out, just to see if like there was anything worthwhile, and then I just went for the thing. There's no regret on my face or you know, oh, I wish I would have.
Okay.
Frankie
Yeah,
hands
after-
Rory the lockpick.
Why am I holding so much? I think like it's kind of lingering behind. He's probably gonna like see if there's a lull where like the other two walk a bit ahead out of earshot, and like Isai's in the back,
Okay.
and it's just gonna like kind of very awkwardly and teenagerily like hand the Game Boy over like after he's been given the plush.
You hand it over, and I'm like, "What's going on? You want me to put it in my backpack? Hold it for you?"
It's like a trade, I guess. I don't. I feel weird having so many.
Dude, we're not gonna
Prizes
trade,
and-
man. You got the high score.
Yeah, and then I got us kicked out of the penny arcade, so
You
I'll
didn't get us
take
kicked
the.
out of the penny arcade. Technically, and I just kind of look over at Frankie. Technically, nobody was at fault.
That's what we say every
the
time
best
Frankie's
time.
at fault, and I don't really believe that.
Wait,
but
wait. No, am I at fault often? Why do we have a way of-
no, not at all. It's
No.
it's just kind of like, just
Oh, you caught up with us as you said
yeah.
that.
You guys stop. I just
No,
take it. I want you to have it. You can see like there's this very strange level of determination. He is absolutely shaking though, and it's like just take it.
I will hold it for you.
I'm not gonna ask for it back.
I-
Starts like walking.
Before you start walking away, and we're like, you know what? We'll just give it to Jason. And I put it away. And every now and again, Jonathan, Isaí keeps bringing up, you know, like, we'll do this with Jason. Like when we go see a movie, it's like, oh, Jason's gonna love this. Just that little hope that he still holds on to. That he keeps
As
bringing
you
up on
say
occasion.
That
that,
little hope that
and I hear
crushes
that,
Rory's spirit. 'cause
I'm gonna like
upon-
walk ahead so I don't have to hear you say that.
I think I'm joining Sam in that because the second you're like, yeah, we'll do this with Jason, all the like excitement, the adrenaline, the hype of like, I finally like I gave you this as a gift, and like I have this really cool plushie, just right back into like, yeah, we're gonna, yeah, okay.
I
Yeah,
stay
you're just
back
gonna
with
walk ahead.
Isaí, and I'll just say, it's not death if it's a missing person.
You taught me that.
That's right.
That's right.
And the clues, they're still out there. There's always a clue out there. We have to find it, and we will. It's been nice taking a break. And Frankie says that fully not having once taken a break, and back in his room, he's got the big strings and the pictures and the map that he is like carefully like cartographed,
Triangulated.
triangulated
Yeah.
area.
You say that, and I think back to a text thread that you and I have, where every day since I asked you to be on the case, you've messaged me some sort of update, whether it's, hey, haven't figured anything out, or hey, here's some new information that I think I have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, we got to take breaks every now and again. And I
Yeah.
kind of wrap my arm around you and you know, just keep walking with you towards the rest of the group.
And I just say, you think you could teach me how to throw darts like that?
I think I can. You think it'll come in handy with your sleuthing? Tell you what, I'll show you how to throw darts. You show me how to pick a lock.
Deal.
Okay.
Okay. And with that loving exchange, the camera pulls away from you four, heading through the rest of the carnival games, and goes to not the photo that was just taken of you, but on one side of that carnival booth that you guys hadn't looked at, where it's just covered with pictures, Polaroids from different years the carnival has been in town with winners. And you find past winners, patrons, and as the camera pans down, it stops on the most recent one, taken last year, dated to this day, on this date to the dot, but in 2024. And you see three guys you don't understand, and a fourth one off to the side holding a huge stuffy that looks almost identical to Rory's. And as you look up to the person holding it, it's Jason. And with that, we are going to end the session for today. Thank you to all of my players for episode 2 of our Call of Cthulhu Los Angeles-based game set in 2025. I'm going to pass it back to my players so they can shout out where you can find them and awesome projects they're working on. And we'll go backwards this time to the person who's giving me the most upset look, Chris.
Sleep with one eye open, Chris. I'm Chris, also known as Rory Choi, also known as Hamasamakun. That's HAMASAMAKUN on all social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's YouTube, that's Twitch, that's TikTok. Though I am far more active on Twitch, where I stream 6 days a week at 6 p.m. EST. And I play video games and hang out and chat and do all that fun stuff. You can also find me at Hot Asian D&D when that returns with some of my lovely, lovely friends. That's an Asian-inspired D&D podcast, built in a very non-Eurocentric setting. There is also some other stuff in the works that I think is going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned for news about that, I guess. I'm not really sure how that would reach you, but we'll see. Any pronouns? So, like, did you guys want to grab food after this? Or
Yeah. Let's get some
pass
fun.
it to Jonathan?
Tardes or hola, buenas noches at this point in time. I played Isaí Guerrero. I'm Jonathan, Latinos Against Spooky Shit. You can find me as Latinos Against Spooky Shit on all platforms except Twitter, where it's Against Spooky, because my name is too long and I didn't think about marketing beforehand. If you want to keep up to date with all the stuff that I'm doing, feel free to check me out and check out my Discord. I stream 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then the rest of the week, I have different little projects going on like this. So stay tuned and keep up to date with all the fun TTRPG stuff that we're doing. Also to be determined on when that is being announced. Fun stuff. Charm.
Salam and Shabakhet, as we say, on the westernmost part of Asia. Yes, I am really, really grateful to be a part of this. I'm Old World Charm. This was a great time. I'm like gonna glow like a nightlight all night long after this.
Like a locket.
I'm gonna glow like a,
Locket.
yeah, I'm gonna glow like a hopefully
creepy
benign,
locket.
element in this game. Yeah, no, big thank you to our dungeon master, game master, and you can find me everywhere under Old World Charm. That's Instagram, TikTok. Which, by the way, if you could find me on TikTok, give me a follow because I'm so close. For the first time in 3 years to 300,000. I would love to break that barrier and just so I could go out and get some balloons and stuff. Never celebrated a landmark like that. So that way I can hang out with these cool kids who've got like millions and stuff.
What?
So, in any case, yeah, that's that I will be running a game in the many near futures with God's willing, all of these people you see. I know I have Jonathan playing a game with me coming up on our channel, but I would actually very honored in the future put this energy out there for the rest of you guys to be my players after this is done. That way our game master could also enjoy some R&R in the form of revenge and revenge. In any case, Scxrlet, on to you.
Hi. Oh, I'm so glad to be a part of this. I'm Scxrlet, also known as Sam Bruno. You can find me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. I will be running a actual play Out of the Abyss on Sunday on my channel. And I just started my Dessert Dragon Patreon. So if you would like cute little stat blocks for D&D and Pathfinder with original artwork and participate in the creation of them and get those for your games, you can find that on my Patreon, which is Scxrlet64. On to our DM. Or
Sweet.
keeper.
Hello. I am Chris, aka the keeper of this game, aka D&D Imposter on all social medias. You can find me here, or you can find me playing Nathira on Heroes of Bastion, which is a lovely mass TTRPG that Rory Choi, aka Chris, is also on. Where about to hit season finale on that guy, so that one's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Besides
fun.
that, just to close us out, a huge thank you to everyone who's in chat, for everyone who's sticking around with us through the ups and no downs yet. Before we are back next week, Wednesday, the Ash and Shade Committee is returning at 7 p.m. Also, if you like what we do here and want to support the channel, you can by picking up really cool stickers. I have one at Scxrletwoodworking.com. You can use the code 5% chance for 10% off your order on stickers and anything else in their shop, and also just 5% chance. That's really cool stickers in general. But sweet, thank you all. We look forward to seeing you next week, and nobody needs to worry about Jason. Everybody have a lovely week, and we will see
All I'm
you
going.
next.
What the fuck?
Bye.
Bullshit.
This is some
Hey.